Hey everybody, welcome back. For those of you who are new, my name is Crystal and I am a stay-at-home homeschool mama to one kiddo, and here you can see a lot of cooking and cleaning and our homeschool journey and all kinds of fun stuff. I have a makeup video coming this week. I think 3 more days for that one, I think. I'm waiting for something to come in the mail for that one. But those will be coming soon. You can keep an eye out for all kinds of stuff. Today, what I'm going to be doing is going over what we used in kindergarten. Right now I am sitting in my favorite room in the house, our classroom. This is our handy dandy IKEA Kallax bookshelf behind me. Next week, I believe, there will be a homeschool room tour coming, so you can see the whole room. There's a few things that I need to kind of do and fix up in here. It's coming to the end of the year, so it's not the clean, organized homeschool room that I like it to be. I'm sitting on the floor, so if I'm a little wiggly, I apologize. But this is the stuff that we have and are using in kindergarten right now. And some of it we've already finished, and my hair is a mess. I'm very sorry. It's like raining outside and I've been running errands all day, so this is real life t-shirt and jeans Crystal here. But this is the stuff that we are, most of it we're still using. There's some of it we've finished, some of it I've supplemented with other things and stuff like that. So let's get started on what we used. First, I made her, sorry for the lighting, I know it's terrible, a morning binder, or morning work binder we call it. Each page looks like this. There's different themes and stuff. I'm using my tiny little makeup ring light right now because the lighting is terrible in our house. Everything is really dim no matter what light bulbs I buy, so if there's like a tiny little bright circle, I'm very sorry, but otherwise you wouldn't be able to see what it is. So there's different themes. Some are math, some are phonics, some are just drawing a picture, some are just asking you like what your dreams are, or just stuff like that, stuff to get her interacted first thing when we first start. It says today is, and then it helps her learn the days of the week by writing the day. And then this one was just a random page that I opened up to and took it out. March 25th, 2019. And then she loves addition and subtraction. So it's got the questions here and you draw a line. She really likes those. She loves her morning work binder. One day we couldn't find it because I guess she had taken it into her room and decided to just do some pages, which is totally fine. I'm not gonna be mad that she did schoolwork, but we couldn't find it one day and she was so upset that she didn't get to do her morning work binder. For handwriting, we are using Handwriting Without Tears. We really, really, really like this book. She's almost done with it, and we're going to be using this, I believe, for first grade. I'm not going to tell you what else we're using for first grade because that's a separate video. You got to wait for that one. For phonics, now I do want to say with kindergarten, I didn't just go, okay, let's buy a big box curriculum for kindergarten. I felt like that was too much. She is only 4. We started tot school at like 2.5, and by then she already knew her alphabet, her numbers, she knew how to add some things, she knew a lot of her letter sounds. A lot of stuff that we've done in kindergarten she's known for a while. So it really wasn't pushing her. School is something that we do every day, but if it's something that she doesn't understand, like I said, she is only 4. She'll be 5 on the 21st of this month. And I want her to love learning. I want her to enjoy school, because I feel like if it's something that's like, ugh, we have to go to school today, we're going in the classroom, then she's not going to want to do it. Then she's not going to take it in and she's not going to learn anything. So I do try to kind of incorporate things that she really likes doing. So like you'll see at the end, there's a little more of like the fun part of it. But I kind of split it up. Every day we do morning work binder, handwriting, reading, and math. That's every day. And then every day of the week, we incorporate spelling or geography or social studies or art. Like each day we add one of those things in, but the main things we do every day. But I make games out of it. Like with spelling and stuff like that, you'll see like there's fun things that go along with it. And something that I didn't think she was going to really like, but she loves. I bought, I believe this book, this phonics book was like $3 and some change on Amazon. She's done with it, and she has been for like 3 months. She loved this book, and I bought a small one because I thought phonics was going to be something that she was going to either A, be bored with because she already knew her letters, or B, just not be interested because it's not fun. She loved it. She absolutely loved it. I would schedule, like, I write down 2 pages in my planner. I kind of plan it out, but not like to the T, and if it doesn't get done, she's 4. It's not the biggest deal. But I also try to make her know that, like, just because it's not a big deal now, as you get older, it is going to be, because I don't want her to be like, well, I'm homeschooled. If I don't want to do my work, then I don't have to. Because that's not the case. I just want her to love it. It's not as, like, cut and dry as, like, if you don't do this many days and this many hours and blah, blah, blah. We're not to that point yet. In the state of Florida, I don't think we have to notify the state that we're homeschooling until she's 7, I think. We plan on doing it all the way through high school. The Lord willing. But I would schedule just like this. 2 pages. 1, 2. She would go through and do 5 or 6 pages. And I'd be like, okay, baby, it's time to do the next book. And she's like, can I do more? Like today we took my husband's grandmother. Might as well be my grandmother. I love her to death. We took my husband's grandmother to the doctor. And I took her reading lessons, her manners book, and her spelling to the waiting room. She had my phone and her tablet. She put them down. Didn't even turn them on. She asked to do her reading lessons in the middle of the waiting room. I was pretty impressed. Grumpy old lady sitting next to us wasn't too impressed because she wanted it to be quiet, I guess, but I didn't care. This is the reading lesson book that we use. It's 101 Fun Lessons to Teach Your Child to Read. Let me show you if I can find the spot. Like this is the one that we did today. Because when we first started kindergarten, I had a different book. I should have grabbed it. I don't remember what it was called. I might have gotten rid of it. I don't know. I didn't care much for it. It's one that people raved about. I found it on Amazon for like $14. I ordered it. And we both just hated it. Like, we did not like it at all. And I ordered this and, like, I kind of crept into it because we didn't like the other one. I didn't want her to be like, oh, I don't like this one either. The first couple pages that we did, she was like, can we do more? Can we do more? And she loves it. She loves the fact that she is learning how to read 3- and 4-letter words, and it's just amazing to me. This is what the pages look like. It explains the process in full over here and tells you what to do. And then this is the activity for them to do that goes along with it. If it's a little out of frame, I'm sorry guys, I can't see what I'm filming. So I'm trying to hold it to where I think it would be so you guys can see it. So hopefully you guys can see them okay. But she absolutely loves this. For me, when we first started homeschooling, one of the things that made me the most nervous was teaching someone to read. Watching your child that can barely recognize a letter go all the way to like reading, and knowing that you're the one that taught them that is just full sense of accomplishment. It's an amazing feeling. That was like my biggest, like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna teach them this? And she's doing it. She is an amazing little girl though, so I can't take full credit for that. I did get the, let's see, the spectrum spelling for kindergarten. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. When kindergarten first started, doing the language, or not the language arts, the phonics book and the spectrum spelling at the same time. Not at the same time, but like with same time frame. It was kind of repetitive. And she didn't really, by the time we got to this book, she was like, do I have to? And she didn't care much for it. But now that she's finished that and we're just doing this in place of the phonics book, she actually really likes it now. Let me find a page and show you, like, here. Like this is a page from like earlier in the year. Her handwriting's improved a lot, but you can see it this way. Is that too close? I can't tell. It's really cute. Let's see. The ones in the back that we haven't done. And it does have like all of the answer keys in the back, which for kindergarten we don't need, but goodness knows what they teach in 3rd grade now is like what we were learning in like 7th grade back when I was in school. We're not going to touch on age though. We're not going to talk about how long it's been since I was in public school. I was homeschooled from 6th grade on. Was not as fun of an experience as I hope it is for her, but let's see, that's the dictionary. I keep flipping to that part. Okay. This is like one of the few lessons that she hasn't done in it yet. That way you can kind of see it without scribbles and handwriting. So we like that. I can say that the spectrum probably isn't my favorite so far that we've used, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It gets the job done. I have something else in mind for 1st grade, but like I said, that's a different video. For math, we started out with this, let's see, school zone transition math. And it's for levels K through 1, ages 5 to 7. We started this, let's see, in October, so she was 4. She finished this. It touches on money. For money to go with it, we got her this set from Amazon to use to go with it. And then for the addition and subtraction, we got her these little counting cubes. We do use them often. I'm just a stickler and I put them back in the bag. It touches on money. The money she hasn't fully grasped yet, but that's okay because we are, now that that's done, we're supplementing with Critical Thinking for Math by Spectrum. And that definitely is a bit harder than this one. But that's okay, because using this first, she blew right through it. She's been done with that for like 3 months now as well. So then we have, like I said, the spectrum. Let's see. We haven't gotten as far in this one, so let's find you a page that's not scribbled all in. It's not hard stuff by any means, but it's a little more challenging than that one. In between those two, before I got the spectrum, I did supplement with this handy dandy Dollar Tree book. She loves addition and subtraction. And we're Disney freaks. So it worked out perfect that her addition and subtraction book were Disney themed. For language arts, we do interactive notebook language arts. Now, there's nothing written in this book because I do make copies of everything that we do. So like for word families, I make a copy of this page. Can you see that okay? I hope. I'll make a copy of that page. And then you, for an Ann, for the Ann family, you would write this letter and then the A-N for Ann, cut them out and glue them underneath. She loves these. Like I said, I make copies and she has a 3-ring binder that she puts those in afterwards. Let's see here. This was social studies. It says it is kindergarten essentials includes holidays, symbols, character traits, rules and laws, citizenship, patriotism, words to describe time, words to describe location, maps and globes, primary sources and artifacts, simple timelines, goods and services, money, jobs people do, and more. In the beginning of kindergarten, this was a bit much for her because she had to spell and write like the answers out. And of course, like I would kind of help her, but we just kind of set it aside after a while because I felt like me helping her write the words wasn't really making her grasp it fully. Now that she's gotten further in the reading lesson book and the spelling book and the language arts book, this is going much better. And it also helps that like we've finished some of the other ones, so the load isn't as much. I feel like it has worked very well to where it has kind of like spread out. We finished some things and moved on to others, and it's worked out very well. First grade I have planned out a little better, or at least in my mind it feels like I have it planned out better. I guess when it gets here we'll actually see, and you guys will get to see with me now. We did this geography book in the pre-K level last year. Let's see. Let's go to the back lessons. We really like these. They're really cool. Find you one that's like not written. There's like only a few here in the back. So we're almost done with this as well. It's really cute. She loves those. And for science, science is her absolute favorite. Now, I do want to touch on, for kindergarten, I was really nervous. I was like, this is kindergarten. Like, this is real. Everybody can preschool at home, but this is kindergarten. Like, this is where you learn like your foundations. This is where you learn the love for learning. This is where you learn all the foundations that carry you through to high school. Like you learn the basis of math, you learn the basis of reading, you learn the basis of spelling, and those things carry you on through the rest of your education. I was like, this is real. Like I'm in it. So with that being said, I was very nervous on whether I was going to, thinking about math, for instance. I was like panic mode. Do I teach money first or do I teach time first? What order does it go in? And I was super nervous, and I know I could have easily just Googled it, but then I signed her up for a Celis. It's an online program. They have an app that you can also put on your phone or a tablet. I figured, as busy as I am with helping take care of my husband's grandmother and just all the stuff that we have going on, like there's been days where it's been a school day and I'm like, let's go to Disney. Here's the deal though. When we're waiting in line for a ride, you do a Celis on my phone. I would have loved to do school at Disney. You get to take your breaks on rides. I don't know. Maybe I'm a mean mom. But on a Celis, in science, she has completed the kindergarten level and everything. And she's almost to 3rd grade level on their program for science. At 4 years old, at the beginning of the year, she started in 2nd grade in science. That amazes me because that's the subject that I think I disliked the most. But for science, we use a lot of things for science. I try to engage her in the things that she really likes. She wants to be a vet when she gets older. She loves science. She loves learning about like the human body and how animals work and what they do and how you fix it and all this stuff. So I try to incorporate all of that stuff. So this is the basic science curriculum that we used. It is an interactive notebook here. Again, we don't write in these. We make copies. This is like the first lesson, just so you can get an idea. My body's 5 senses. You make a copy of this. You cut these out and glue them where they go on the picture. I don't know if I was just pointing in the right direction or not because I can't see. You get the idea. So there's that. And then like we incorporate like the ocean, dinosaurs. She has a giant science kit up there that I probably should have gotten down for you, but you'll see that in the homeschool room tour. It's got like 50 science projects in it, and there's like barely anything left. Some of them we can do more than once, so we'll just do that. We'll kind of circle back and go over them a little more. So that's kind of like the main core curriculum, and then all the additives and stuff. Now, if you know me personally, you know that manners, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, if you don't have manners and you're just completely rude, we can't be friends. I got her this little book, and I don't think you can, I don't know if you can see that or not. It says, 50 things every young lady should know: what to do, what to say, and how to behave. It is written by Kay West. We've read it once. The cover's off. We read it once, and we are about halfway through the second time. She is 4. I don't expect her to grasp it all the first time, but we definitely put that one to use. I went on Teacher Pay Teachers and printed out these little manner cards and put them on a ring. Laminated them, of course, because, you know, every homeschool mom laminates everything she can laminate. Ask questions. You see your friend trip and fall in the hallway. What do you say? Says, please, are you okay, or nice to meet you. She gets these right every time because I think we've done them too many times. And this guy. A Kid's Guide to Manners. 50 fun etiquette lessons for kids and their families. This book is amazing. The other one teaches very ladylike things. How to properly set the table. And we do that. We'll sit down and we'll set the, she'll help me set the table like properly for lunch. And she'll help me clean the table. And sometimes I'll make something, like not the whole lunch, but I'll make an item for lunch to go with the rest of it that she doesn't like, because it explains how you react to food that you don't like. A 4-year-old typically would be like, ugh, I don't like that. I'm trying to teach her the proper way to just kindly move it aside and move on to the next item. It's okay to not finish everything on your plate, but we don't act rude about something that you don't like on your plate, so forth and so on. Y'all, I wish I could carry this. I wish they made this in a pocket size, so I could just keep it in my back pocket and just do read alouds everywhere I go. But for real. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, do you ever just wish when you're around other people's kids sometimes that you could just be like, whoa, back the truck up. Let's do some reading. Because being around other people's kids makes me so thankful that we homeschool and she doesn't come home acting like some of these kids. But taking her to the park and some kids that she plays with, I am just like, moving on. Moving on. I could rant for days about how some people's kids act. Now, mind you, she's no angel. I mean, she's my angel. But boy, she can try a mama sometimes. Moving on. Art. Sorry, that was probably really close. Woo! How to Teach Art to Children. Lines, shapes, colors, value, texture, form, and space. All the basics. We love it. She loves, I love drawing and painting and anything like that, and so does she, luckily. Now, this is one of my favorite things that we do as far as like, I guess all of our extracurricular stuff is kind of like pretty fun to me. I love what she picks to learn and does. I just love it. Sign language. This book explains the basics about family, home, food, colors, animals, neighborhood, school, sports, people, feelings, conversation, and numbers. Let's see. This is neighborhood. It's just a random page that I opened it up to. And then we also have, to go with it, sorry I'm moving all around, guys. We have the 500 flashcards of American Sign Language to go with it. And these are really cool. I really like the fact that, for one, they're broken up into kind of like subjects. You can see the different colors and the different well, I don't know if you can see the different colors, but the different, they're not tabs, it's smooth. But the markers on top. And it comes with a big ring to put them on, but I haven't done that yet because I don't want to like mess them up. So we got, this is what the front looks like. Let me hold that a little better for you. There we go. So the front looks like, the back looks like. So it describes, the word is divide, like mathematical equation divide. And it says edge of right hand touches left, then hands spread out and down. It doesn't just show you, it explains to you how to do it. And I love that. Because a lot of times we tried to watch videos last year and a lot of the videos just move too fast. Like a lot of them like I could kind of get, but she was just, her coordination wasn't quite there yet to be able to do it as fast as they were, and she was getting really frustrated, and then she didn't want to do it. So I love that the cards, like we can read it and just try it and practice, and then we'll watch a video and she's like, okay, I get it now. Jen, the Rambling Redhead, had this in her kindergarten hall that she used for her son Vaughn, and it's awesome. Let me open up just a random page. First page I opened it up to. It shows you like the population size, the landmass, the life expectancy there. It shows you like some of the popular animals, food they eat, things they do, things they wear, all kinds of stuff. And then we also, actually, I'm sitting right here so I can reach them now. We have a globe that we got. And it came with these deck of cards. On this side, it shows the country's flags. And let's see, we did that one the other day, so let me put that there so it doesn't get mixed up. On this side, it shows, let's see if I can get this. Hopefully that's okay, guys. It shows you where it's at, exactly what the country looks like, the name of it, Argentina, population 44.2 million, area, world rank, time zone, shows you all these things. So we can look, we'll pull a card, we look the country up in the book, and then we go to our globe and look it up. Super fun geography lessons. Geography is something that I liked in school, but I was never good at remembering. None of it. None of it sank in. I don't remember anything that I learned in geography in school. Nothing. Yeah, I got nothing. Two more things. as you saw in my last video, Mommy and me start cooking. We love to cook together. That's one of my favorite things to do. I so wish my husband was home more because it would be so much fun for all three of us to cook a meal together. I absolutely just, I wish we could. But she loves to help me, and this book is super cute. If you're looking to start cooking with your little one, this is a really good one because, let's see, page 4 to 5, it teaches health and safety in the kitchen, how to use measurements and what they mean. OZ means ounce, LB means pound, FLOZ means fluid ounce, and so forth and so on. It teaches healthy eating, which is so important with our little ones. What is an egg? Alright, that's all I'm showing you. Now you gotta go buy the book to see the rest. But it's super cute. Here, actually, I'll show you one more thing. Oh, this is actually the first thing we made from it. We open it up randomly, we pick a recipe, and we make it. Blueberry cake. I tried to let her do as much of it as she can, and she absolutely loves it. Now, the last thing. This is the newest, yet most important. Are you ready? The Easter Bunny brought these, and I could hug him for it. I can tie my own shoes. This is a book. Open it up. In the middle, it's got a little book, goes through the steps, telling you how to tie your shoes. This side has the little shoe with a lace that shows you how. We have the Melissa and Doug shoe. You used to learn to tie. Also has directions. Comes a little sticky thing. Haven't stuck it in there yet, but we will. And how to tie your shoes. It also says it on the bottom. But that is pretty much it. We do fit like random things in. Like I said, we'll just kind of pick things that go along with what she's wanting to learn about at the time and kind of make it work in. All of these, all the way across, you'll see in the homeschool room tour, these are all filled with books. We read a lot of books. Every night we do a bedtime story, but then at least one book we read. I'll read a book and have her draw a picture that goes along with the story that I'm reading, and it helps with like the comprehension of what I'm reading, like understanding what I'm reading. So instead of just sitting there going and not listening to anything that I'm saying, I'll be reading a story about a bear. Obviously, she's 4. Her bears are not perfect, but she'll try to draw a bear. She'll say, "Mommy, what color is the bear?" And so forth and so on. And it has worked out wonderfully. We've gotten some of the cutest pictures ever from it, and I absolutely love it. This is where you will see the real me come out. This is when I am in my zone. This is where I'm comfortable. This is what I know. I am not the best wife. I'm not the best mom. I am just winging it day by day and doing the best I can. But when it comes to homeschooling, that's where I'm comfortable. I'm trying to think of the right word to say. Like, obviously, some homeschool mom can't even remember the dictionary. I'm just kidding. But this is where you will really see the real me come out. This is truly my passion. Like, growing up, I never was the kid that was like, I'm gonna be a firefighter or I'm gonna be a doctor. I was gonna be a homeschool mom. And I am a homeschool mom. And this is where I can rock it. Like, it's my passion. It's what I hold myself to a standard to where, like, it's probably not realistic when it comes to this. And I'm trying really hard to better myself at that, because that's not teaching her a very good lesson. But this is absolutely where you will see me and the real me, like truly in my comfort zone, shine through. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you watched the whole thing all the way through, I truly appreciate you. Thank you so, so much. Make sure that you comment down below. I would love to hear what you've all used if you homeschool, what you plan to use next year. Maybe give me some ideas that I haven't quite thought of. Subscribe if you haven't already. I truly would appreciate it if you would stick around to watch more. Click the little bell so you get notified next time that I post videos. Thank you so much again, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.